Hello YouTube, let me get my fingers in there. It's Tiki's Trinkets here, and today I'm going to do for you another tutorial, and this is going to be another Steven Universe tutorial. This is my Peridot bunny. Ooh, focus. There we go. Sorry if it goes in and out of focus. I just got a new phone because I wanted to upgrade to play Pokemon Go. Yeah, I had a Windows phone and it doesn't play Pokemon Go. So yeah, now I have a Motor G 4th generation, which is a pretty good phone. But like I said, I'm still getting used to it. Anyways, back to the clay stuff, which is what you want to see. The tutorial I'm doing for you is a Peridot inspired bunny rabbit from Steven Universe. As you've known, if you watch my videos from the past, I do a lot of different Steven Universe tutorials. Here's another one of mine right here. Well, I've done a lot of different Steven Universe bunnies, not tutorials. There we go. They're just hanging out, you know, shipping it. Anyways, yes. So let me just show you some features of Peridot. So I'm going to take Amethyst away. Bye-bye, Amethyst. Alright, here's Peridot. And let me turn it to the side so you can see the side view. And just a heads up, if I forget to mention it in the video, got a little piece of paper stuck on her. If I forget to mention it in the tutorial itself, the hair piece right here is actually, what do you call it, recycled clay? Scrap clay, that's the word I was looking for. I use scrap clay because I have like a ton of it, so I need to get it used. But yeah. That's Peridot Bunny, and I will show you how to make her right now. See you in the video. Bye-bye. For this tutorial, you're going to need the following clay colors. The one in the middle, like I mentioned before, is the scrap clay that I'm using. First, you're going to take your black clay of whatever brand, mix it with this dark green Primo color, which I think is Jungle. I think that's the name. And you're going to take a little bit more green than black and mix it together. You're going to roll this into a ball and then roll the ball into the tear shape like I've done here. Next, you're going to take both your index finger or whatever finger you prefer and your thumb and roll it in between your fingers to make an indentation. Like you can see right here. Next, you're going to cut the tip off so it's nice and short because Peridot's short. Then you're going to take this dark green Sculpey clay color and you're going to roll this out into a tiny ball like you can see here. Well, a medium size, because you want it to be pretty proportional to the torso you just made, as you can see I've done here. You can go ahead and glue this on or put a metal piece or metal and glue. It just makes it more sturdy. Next, you're going to take another ball of green clay and you're going to roll this out into a teardrop shape and then flatten it down like I've done here. You're going to want to do this twice because these are her feet. And once you make these shapes, you're going to point the flat ends facing outwards like I've done here. Make sure they're about the same size so it's nice and even. Next, take your X-Acto knife or dotting tool or whatever you're using and then indent where the toes are. Next, take another ball of the jungle color clay. Make this slightly smaller than the others that you made so far. Then you're going to roll it out with whatever tool you use to roll with. Next, as a preference, I use this diamond shaped cutter to cut out the diamond shape, but as I show here, you can use the X-Acto knife too. And voila, here's where I used it to cut. This is the jungle color clay again. Now you're going to just place this over that little green ball, the dark green ball on top, but you're not going to glue it down or press it down yet. First, you're going to cut around it using your blade or whatever you're using to cut with. Try not to make it as deep as I did here. Make it a little less deep because you don't want it to be kind of hollow like mine was. Then you're going to take that piece and place it on the hole right here. Make sure you pat it down, make sure it's smooth and blends with the body well. Next, you're going to take this Primo sparkly green color and you're going to go ahead and roll out all the balls you will need in this color. Roll out the head, the 2 pieces for the arms, and the 2 pieces for the ears. Because it's a bunny. First, you're going to go ahead and take 2 of the small balls of clay, well, more like medium size. Roll them out to nice long shaped teardrops because this is going to be your arms. Then you're going to cut off the tips and make them slightly angled so to fit the body better. Next, Go ahead and indent with your tool again, the fingertips, the little paws. And then place the angle on a bias on the body like I've done here, so that it's nice and smooth. And I made the feet kind of like the hands wrap around the feet. Then you're going to take the other two medium-sized balls of clay and again roll them out into teardrop shapes like I've done here. But this time you're going to take your X-Acto knife or your rolling tool and you're going to flatten these pieces out, because these are going to be the ears. Now don't make it too thin or they'll just fall right apart. Next, take your blade and cut the tips off. Make sure they're about the same length. Then you're going to take the last ball of clay, the large ball, and you're going to roll this out into a small, chubby teardrop shape like I've done here. This is going to be her head. Here's a side view, and the next picture is just a front angle view. I just wanted you to fully grasp how it feels, how it looks around the head. Next, take the scrap clay, which you could just use yellow and green clay mixed together here, but I had a lot of scrap clay, like I said. Alright, place the back of the head right where you want the hair to be. The hair doesn't completely cover her head, so about halfway up the head. Then you're just going to cut it out, not all the way through, just cut out half of that. And place the head in there. Make sure you cut around the head to where it fits just perfectly. And as you can see here, it kind of shows you where I didn't cut all of it out. I just cut part of it out because I wanted there to still be some back of her hair. I don't want it to be like she's got a bald spot. Next, use your blade or whatever again and indent where the hair is so it'll be nice and even. Then you're going to cut all that out and smooth out the lines, the guidelines. Here you can see a side angle. I tried to make the hair pretty thick, but don't make sure it's not too heavy though. Then you're going to cut off little triangles from the tips of her hair, because in some scenes she has it like that, in some scenes she don't. I preferably like it like that. Next, use your wire cutting tools, cut 2 wires off, stick them in the body, and go ahead and attach the head. But don't glue this yet, because you want to be able to move it more easily while you're working. Then you indented where the eyes and nose goes. Take your black clay again, roll out 2 teeny tiny balls of black clay, and an even smaller ball. The first 2 you're going to roll into these little chubby well, they're not teardrops, they're more like oval shapes. And these are going to be the eyes, and just place them right where you indented where it goes. Next, pinch in between your fingers with a small piece and shape it into a triangle shape. It's kind of hard to do this, but I'm pretty sure if you watch any tutorials, you'll see everyone do it. Next, take some leftover green clay, the sparkly kind for the skin color, and roll it into a small ball and press it against her butt because this is her tail. Now you can go ahead and take the head off and, apply your glue. Make sure those sticks go back up into the holes where they go. Next, take 2 more teeny tiny balls of the light green clay skin color, and you're going to roll those flat. These are going to be her eyelids, by the way. So you're going to cut one edge off to make sure they're nice and flat like I've done here. And then using your tool or your finger, just pick them up and place them right above the eyes. I want her to look kind of angry because she's like irritated all the time, kind of like me. And place them right there on her eyes, giving her the nice growl looking face. Alright, take this next dark glittery primo color clay and you're going to roll out a very, very small ball, and you're going to shape it again into like a rounded tip triangle like I've done here. And this is her gemstone that goes on her forehead. And you're going to attach this using the glue like we did before, like here. But I want you to place just a teeny tiny amount of glue. Be careful with this. Next, go ahead and take your rubbing alcohol as usual and however many cotton swabs you think you need. This only took me 3 because I kept it nice and clean. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and place it on your baking sheet and bake it according to instructions on your package. After it's cooled off and out of the oven, go ahead and take some yellow and green acrylic paint, and you're going to need like a dotting tool or a paintbrush. Mix a small amount of green with more yellow and mix it together very thoroughly. As you can see here, I still have some green on the edge, but it didn't interfere with the color. Next, using your dotting tool or your brush, go ahead and dot for the paws on her feet. The paw prints on her feet, the big dots and the small little tootsies. Then you're going to use your tool again and make a diamond shape. Next, you're going to take the same color paint and you're going to paint her hair, front, back, and sides. Don't forget all the little crevices we cut. And just so you can see, here's a back view of what it looks like. Make sure you use enough coats to cover up the scrap clay if you use scrap clay. Lastly, you're going to take your glaze and do 2 to 3 coats of glaze to make sure it's nice and thorough. Alright, and here you go. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!